Hey guys, Happiness here and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I am going to show you how you can make your first sale on Shopify. So I am assuming most of you have launched your store already. I am going to walk you through the marketing checklist so you can drive high targeted traffic to your store and start making money and grow your online business. If by any chance you haven't signed up for Shopify as of yet, I am going to leave you the best current deal to getting started linked down below in my description. Right now it is at $1 for the first 3 months. So instead of paying the whole price for the plan, you're only going to pay only $1 for each month and save tons of money. And if you need help and guidance on how to set up your entire store, I have a current full tutorial for you down below on my description. I'm also going to link the video up somewhere up here, so make sure to check that out, because by the end of that video you will have everything you need and a complete store ready to be launched. Then you can come back to this video because I am going to cover everything that you will need to know to finally get that first sale that you have been dreaming about. And the best part is that when you do finally get your first sale, it's just a matter of replicating the process and repeating what is actually working. So to get your first sale, you're going to need to drive traffic to your store. And this is all about promoting your store across different channels to bring visitors to buy things. So before we dive deeper into driving traffic, it is important that your online store is optimized first, because that is how we make sure that visitors are impressed and they feel safe to place an order in our store. So you want to make sure that you have no beginner mistake and that things looks and feel professional, because you're going to get your store seen by thousands of the right people. Because the goal here is that we want our store to get seen by the right people, so that way they can go ahead and purchase things on our store. And if you notice that I said the right people, the goal here is to get your specific targeted audience to visit your store. So we don't need just any traffic, we need targeted audience. It is definitely a milestone getting your first customer that are not your friends or family. Early sales from targeted marketing tactics are such a milestone in every entrepreneur career. So let's say if you're selling pets products, maybe dogs or cats, you want to bring visitors actually interested in dogs and cats, not people who are actually not interested because they couldn't care less about the pet product. So we want to promote people that actually care about what we are selling. Now let's drive traffic. So some strategies are going to be free and other are going to be paid. So the first option is very budget friendly, and it is a method where you can actually spend much or as little as you want, and this is influencer marketing. So this is basically when you as the store owner pay someone on social media who has a large audience as their followers. So you're basically paying them to show your products to their followers, and this can be a very effective method. So the way to do this will be to just browse through social media, make a list of creators and start sending them emails and DMs. Now, as you can imagine, it can be a little bit challenging to find the right creators to work with, and there are a lot of tasks involved with that. So you got to make sure that once you reach out, you are actually following up, you're tracking everything, the budget, the discount code, the payments, and so many other factors. And another clever incentive, I think, is also adding these creators to your affiliate program so that the creators that are promoting your products are also getting some sort of commissions when their followers buy your product. So this is going to be a really good option to get your first sale, because you're getting in front of audiences that's already built and engaged. The next method that I will really recommend is joining online communities. So don't underestimate the value of dropping a link to your store in the right place. So find niche audiences and forums like Reddit, Threads, Facebook group, LinkedIn groups, and find own community. So each of these channels is an opportunity to reach people who have organized themselves around specific interests that are related to your product. So make sure you adapt a gift before you take mentality, and that you're adding values and engaging in genuine conversation with these communities, and you have built up a reputation. After you have built a reputation and created authentic connections, then you can drop a link to your store and share any discount codes. Another method is to drive traffic to your Shopify store by using SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. So this is about making sure that your store shows up on Google when people are searching for things that you are selling. So for example, if you're selling maybe like dog food, cat food, so this will make sure that your online store is appearing on those results when dog food is typed on Google, or maybe cat food is being typed on Google. So this is a long-term strategy, and it takes a little bit of time to come around, but it works very well. It is something that I do recommend doing either way, whether it is to get your first sale as a complementary strategy. Okay, now let's talk about the next strategy, and this is going to be using email marketing and pop. Even though people don't really talk as much about this method on getting your first sale, but it can actually work really well. So just imagine adding a pop-up to your store by sharing a first order discount on the pop. Then someone landed on your store organically and they saw the discount pop-up and they sign up for it, and maybe let's say they're not ending up buying this product or buying it. Then a week later you decide, oh, let me go ahead and send out my first email by sharing some of your products, and luckily enough this person saw the email, they went to the store and they bought a product. And there you go, you just earned your first sale through getting their contact. And if you remember, you got this contact when they entered their email address when they sign up for your discount code on that pop-up. So there is something very powerful to this. And it is also powerful because you are creating an offer which does help you optimize your online store. So to set up this entire thing, I do recommend using Omnisend, and I do have a full tutorial that you can watch and set up the whole thing step by step. So I am going to leave your link down below on my description. So Omnisend is the best platform for email marketing. You can use it to set up all sorts of automations, and it is super easy to use and beginner friendly. They have a lot of pre-made templates and automation, and even if you are new to this, you can set up all of this in just a minute. So I am going to leave you a link to all of this in the description so you can get started. Plus I also have full tutorial for this. I am also going to leave it down below on my description, so go ahead and check it out and learn more about this. So now let's talk about our next strategy, which is the best way to get targeted traffic quickly, and this will be through paid ads. So the good news is that you can spend as little as much money as you want, and in some cases you can even start with a budget as low as maybe $10. So you should choose your advertising channel based on who you're targeting. So if you're marketing globally, do some research as to which advertising channel are popular in different parts of the world. So you can create either Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Google Ads. So if you do have a budget to work with, it is definitely worth it giving this a try. According to research, Facebook is one of the most popular social networks with the most diverse user base in terms of age, gender, ethnicity, and income. You can create Facebook ads to target maybe job title and maybe people interest and many more other factors. So Facebook advertisers usually focus very heavily on interest targeting. So interest targeting is where the magic happen on Facebook, because you can target a very niche audience, and I would recommend this for store owners who have a very clear ideas of who their customer is and what they are like. So a store that sell maybe cat food, for example, they might target people who are actually interested in cats. Instagram is also geared for marketing to a millennial audience, as they have one of the most engaged user bases amongst social networks. With Instagram ads, you can drive traffic by showing up in people's feeds or stories. So I would really recommend Instagram ads for maybe fitness, foods, fashion, and any verticals with strong visuals. So if you have high quality photograph and you want to market to millennials, this might be the right platform for you. Okay, now let's talk about Pinterest. So Pinterest is one of the good platforms. It is the one with the most clearly defined user base. According to Pinterest, most of its users are females, and you can drive a significant amount of traffic using both free and paid efforts. And Pinterest has so many tools to make marketing easy. Make sure that you are not overlooking Pinterest as the way to start making sales. So the first thing many people do when they are wanting to buy something is they will look it up on Google. Google Ads show your website at the top of the result when customers use relevant search terms. So Google Ads offer a few different options. You have text ads and shopping ads. Shopping ads show your product photo and price in an e-commerce format. So what I recommend here is do keywords research to see how many people are actually searching for that specific term that you would want to advertise with. Many people find Google Ads intimidating because of the complex interface, so you can consider hiring a Shopify expert if you want to seize this opportunity. I will also recommend this for trending products, local businesses, and products and services that have a high search volume but low competition. Now, to get with you are going to need to understand marketing angles. So, for example, let's say you are selling t-shirts with cat. One potential marketing angle for this product could be towards cat lovers, and another marketing angle could be towards people who love and maybe gift shop. So these are two different marketing angles for the same product. So it is very important that you do consider different angles. So sometimes maybe one isn't just working, and when you just change, their narrative sells. So testing different kinds of ads is very important, and it is also how you will find out what works best for your product. And another cool thing is when you learn more from your competitors, because your competitors have already done a lot of testing for you, so this can help you learn what works and what doesn't. So you want to really just dive into your competitor research, see what they're actually doing, try and get the feeling for what's working, so that way you have a strategy in place when you start driving traffic. So now let's talk about the next strategy to drive traffic to your store and get your first sale, which is going to be through content marketing. So this is a completely free strategy for organic traffic. So whether you have a budget for ads or not, content marketing is something that you should be doing either way. So this is all about building your brand on social media, which is also part of what is going to make your store more trustable. So I highly recommend creating social media accounts for your store on the main platform like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And in the long run, this should be also part of starting driving organic traffic to your store. Now, it is possible to get a very quick first sale with content marketing if you learn how to create viral content. So once a video goes viral, that's easily hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that are looking at your product. And if you're smart about this, you can drive that traffic into your online store. Making viral videos is a skill that you can actually learn. There are specific formulas that you can learn, and that will pretty much work. Now, let's talk about the last strategy that I would love to share, which is partnership. So partnership can be a great way to get your product in front of someone else's customers. The key here is to look for non-competitive brands that already attract the kind of customer that you're looking for. This could take some time and luck to find and create these opportunities, but once you have a roster of past partnership, you'll have built credibility within the industry. So you can try running also a content with your product as a prize. You can get other brands involved to tap into one another audiences, package product samples with your partner's order, and vice versa. For example, you can pack a sample of drink and mix with your partner. Maybe also create a product with an influencer, a complementary brand. And gift your product to an influencer within your niche can also exchange for a feed or a story post. Time and time again, influencers with a following and strong engagement have shown to have a high return on investment for small businesses. So once you have implemented your strategy, it is important to take step backs to see what has worked and what hasn't. So you can try maybe a 30-day challenge as an exercise in creating a feedback loop where you expose your store to traffic, set a performance benchmark, and then work to improve. I'm sure you might find the problem with your store by looking at your store and your Google Analytics, as well as listening to feedback that you have gotten from actively promoting your store. So based on this learning, you can start testing your marketing tactics. From there, do your second round of marketing and see if there were any improvements. So yeah, that is pretty much for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please subscribe for more cool videos like this every week. And Also, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like it and subscribe on my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.